Hey, Maria back with another video. It is 2:03 p.m. It is, I believe it's the 27th. I can't see because my glasses aren't on, but I believe it is the 27th. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I think a lot of people who I've been in communication with kind of notice that I'm missing in action. Please do not take offense to it. I am a very complex person, especially going on things that are going on right now. I can feel it shift. Like there's a lot of things that are changing in my life right now, and I know eventually. That I will get back on social media and start talking to people. But I do understand that my life ahead of me is going to be pretty much a solitary path, mainly because of things that relate to infiltration. I did a video about this, I don't know, maybe about a week ago, maybe. Um, my biggest concern is that I think this was what's causing me to have communication problems right now is because I fear that negativity so much that I don't want to have to believe that certain people that you come to know and you start caring about could be influenced or manipulated into being what they call what I call perps. Okay. And the problem with being gang stalked is like I said, it invades every aspect of your life, every aspect. So they would not mind using, your parents against you. They don't mind using your kids against you, your siblings against you, and they would not have any problem setting you up in a relationship with a person that is meant to sit here and basically be what I would call your handler. Okay. Um, they don't understand that people need things like what sincerity is based on is honesty and of course integrity and what a friendship is based on is just like in this situation. I believe that the people who were targeting me were harmful in every way of my life. Okay, and the fact that I'm not going to go too much into that, but my point is that I need in my communications I need sincerity 100%. It's not about trying to win a game, but it is being realistic. I understand when you are gang stalked, it cuts out so much in your life. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people commit suicide. Okay, because it wipes out your past, your present, and your future, your possible future. Okay, because you can never trust anyone else again after being gang stalked. And I understand why this program turns people into evil people because the problem with these perps is that they use things like manipulation and abuse and other forms of coercion, right? Like, for example, I was talking about the hamster wheel type shocks that you get, right? They force you into certain situations. Okay, like you may not like your apartment, but that's the only apartment that they'll allow you to live in, and they make sure that you can't live in another one. This sort of human trafficking that goes on it's what's responsible for so much. You know what I mean? And when you are being trafficked, your perps, whoever they might be, okay, that could be a regular family member, it could be somebody who's high up in the corporate chain, or it could be somebody who has a title, position, whatever. But the main perp wants full control over that person, and they tend to monitor a person to the point of where the intrusion is so thick that it is impossible to have any sort of friendships with people without this sort of intrusion, because you can never trust your friend with what you guys share and talk about. Not that what you're talking about is top secret. It's just that when, to me, what how a friendship truly develops is that you have those moments of platonic, maybe platonic intimacy, where you have certain moments that you share together. It's not sexual. It's just that you have a certain thing, your clique, whatever. Whether that be baking cookies on Sunday or whatever, it's your special time, and then you might share something private. Like you might say, you know what, my daughter is going through what do you call it, like chemotherapy or something. Something that's sensitive that you don't want to tell everybody, but you feel close enough to that person that you could tell them, right? And then only to find out that this person's turning around telling everything that you told them in confidence, right? You thought that was being in confidence, and they basically betray you, and they're set up to betray you. You never had that friend of 10 years. They were always fucking perps. You see what I'm saying? And this is where I have gotten to the point where I'm done. You know what I mean? And I understand that. I right now, the reason why I feel the shift is that I understand that I'm moving into a certain direction in my life, okay? And I feel it. However that might end up, but I do understand that I'm at a turning point, okay? And I do understand that I have a lot of supporters, and I'm very grateful for that. Okay, but what I do also feel is that as I emerge from this isolation, is that, the people that I am around, I need to feel like I can trust them. And I don't like to sit here and mind tap everybody. I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? But I understand this sort of targeting is so invasive. And the forms of manipulation and what do you call it? The deception, the manipulation, and they would also, if they could, right? If they could think that they could find something on you, they would sit there and try to find something on you so that they could somehow or another hurt you. And it's like, look, everything that they do is, what's the word for it? Deceptive, okay? To me, it's like, I was in a lot of pain over this issue for the last few years. It's just like, it's been so painful for me, and I dealt with coming home and having all my pictures taken out of my house. I dealt with weird people, talking shit about me. Who else was I betrayed by? I was betrayed by, I was betrayed by my own family. And then I didn't even know who my blood relations were. And they came and they fucking wanted their share of, like, betraying me to death, okay? All I've ever known, like I said, I've only known, like, bratty kids at school. I've only known, like, people who were basically set up to be, two-faced. I never had any sincerity, but I know everything what it is to be sincere. I know what it means to be sincere. I know what it means to be a friend. I know what it means to truly be supportive. I understand that, never to be somebody who repeats what's been told to me. Because I understand what is really needed to be someone's friend or whatever, you know what I mean? And so I've dealt with so much insincerity in my life that I just can't take any more of it. You know what I mean? Especially in a situation where I feel so vulnerable. Like, these people squashed out so much of my life. And I think about the last 10 years, and it just more I think about it, it's like, oh my God. Anyway, so I wanted to go on to some quick messages that I got that I was thinking about. And like I said, I want to say I'm sorry that I'm not really talking a lot right now on social media. Please do not take it personally. I am somebody who has different problems, okay? And my issue is, and I am concerned, because some of these people that I've been talking to, I understand some of them are celebrities, and I'm very grateful to be in touch with them, okay? But I also understand that they might be in communication with the main perps, and I don't need to have a friendship that's set up on lies. That's what it is, okay? I need true friends, okay? I don't need people stabbing me in the back. And if you never heard what a true friend is, I mean, I am one, and I don't deserve to be, like, treated like shit. Anyway, but I do think, I do want to focus more on spiritual messages. And like I said, I do believe that this whole issue is a big spiritual message. It's one that I never even realized that I was a part of. But, the thing is, and like I said, I am not a Bible thumper. I have never claimed to be a part of any particular religion. I have studied different religious views and stuff like that. But, it's funny. When it comes to things that relate to divine prophecy, it almost seems like this is supposed to be some sort of divine prophecy. It's funny, I didn't even have to do anything. It's like that shit's going to unfold whether you have anything to do with it or not. You know what I mean? However, I am not the Antichrist, but do I believe that I was meant somehow to stop or expose some form of corruption? Perhaps. So I don't know. It's very deep. It really is very deep. But it's got me thinking a lot about stuff like that. Anyway, I do understand that a lot of people are talking about the whole inferiority, white people and everything. Like I said, I never started the war. I didn't start the war. I don't even think I need to say very much about this issue. Okay, but because everybody knows or is thinking the exact same thing, and some people are bold enough to talk about it and come out and say it, and some people are just like completely ashamed of themselves. This was, like I said, I told people in the very beginning. Okay, in 2015, when I started making this channel, I kept saying this is going to be a blemish on this city. I said it. And I told people why. I didn't quite understand all the issues about the whole Prince Alamehu thing, because at that time I had no idea. But I did say that it was outright, obviously racist. Every single last bit of it, right? And this town was more than happy to participate in it. I mean, it was like full on, And then also the religious discrimination. I don't even know to go into it, because at this point I'm not. It's not me trying to fight or anything like that. But you know what? I have suffered a lot of abuse. Okay, meaning that people that I had come into contact with were used as some sort of like mouthpiece for the main perps, right? So, like I said, when it comes to me interacting with people, I have to be very careful, because I've dealt with a lot of triggered demons, a lot, and it's not that I may not like you or enjoy talking to you. It's just like right now, I cannot deal with having this sort of, maybe being any of these people being used as some sort of spies or whatever. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. You know what I mean? I deserve to have, what do you call it? Respect like anyone else. I deserve to have, real friendships, even though I will say real friendships are very, very rare. They're very rare. Most people have no concept. Like, they don't see anything wrong with doing certain things to you. You know what I mean? They don't understand, like, when you say don't do this and they continue to do it, they don't understand the boundaries and the respect to have boundaries, of their boundaries. You know what I mean? They don't have a concept of that. But you know what? It's funny. The most sincere people are the people with the least friends. Isn't that funny? Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, I do get the feeling that a lot of the people that I went to school with are able to like vouch for what I'm saying. They know what was going on. They knew exactly what was going on. And there's a lot of other celebrities who are waking up and realizing, oh wait, my family isn't my family either. Yeah, it's a trip. What else? Oh yeah, I have been running from this program for like the longest time. Um, that I realized that I was. I mean, I knew people were always assholes to me and stuff like that, but like in the 2000s, it started to become like, man, this is like, it's too much, right? I mean, it's just too much. But they followed me around for quite a long time. You know what I mean? And then I wonder, how in the world. Oh, I do think I understand how my birth mother got involved in all this and everything. And it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous because, like I said, people should realize and know right away that nobody has the right to come into my life after so many years and then even put me in this situation or allow for me to be in this situation in the beginning. And see, this is just it, because people don't understand what kind of definition a mother is supposed to be. I understand people give birth to children and stuff like that, but there's more to being a mother than just that. You know what I mean? There's more to being a mother than that, than just that. It's like I said, like, I know it's silly, but that little depiction of the mouse with the little mother and on the little apron, it's like, yeah, I want someone who loves me and protects me. You know what I mean? Not somebody who fucking gives you up for fucking adoption and then only starts paying attention to you when you're made a name for yourself. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do. I think about the reincarnation aspect of this all the time, and I'm like, heck no. I would have not come back for this. I would not have come back for this. And it's sad because, like I said, I must have only came back for my dad. But I didn't get that very many years from the same people who basically bullied me throughout my school year. So yeah, I deal with a lot of depression. I deal with a lot of it because it's like, it's sad to me to see that my father died the way that he did, and then to find out that the same thing or the same people were sitting here chasing me all these years. That's mind blowing. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be though, because I know that a lot of other people were very realistic about, the so-called conspiracies that went on in the Animal Valley, right? And I always just dismissed them as theories. I didn't realize, or think. I don't know, man. I should have listened a little bit more. I don't know, but um, and yeah, I think I'm glad that people understand that I can't feel anything for either side of that family. But I hope I did describe, how the infiltration works. Is that, I understand that sometimes when people have a lot of power and political sway, they have the ability to manipulate people. Like, for example, give them a job. And if they give them a job, then all they have to do is be a spy for so-and-so. And, we'll keep you on this little hamster wheel. So, like, for example, your next door neighbor gets a decent job, or maybe the job that you always wanted, right? And so they do this because now this person could report back to them. It's all so sick, and you don't want anything to do with it, right? But you are asking for is you want in your life, you want to deal with people who don't want to make a competition of your friendship. You don't want to deal with people who are sitting here repeating everything that you say to some people that were meant to hurt you, did everything they could to hurt you. Because I'll tell you what, if somebody's helping people who hurt you, they're not your friends. And so that's why to this week, I've just been like, oh my gosh, today I do feel like I spiraled down a little bit because I felt like, I'm sad because, of having to be attacked by this sort of energy for such a long time. You know what I mean? And then the whole revealing of it and how dark and weird it all is. But it explains stuff. But at the same time, it's like, wow, how sick is this? How deep is this? Am I ever going to meet anybody I can truly care about? Or am I always going to have to sit here and write people off? Because I am prepared to write whoever I have to off. Because I can't live like this. It's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare to have fake friends. It's a fucking nightmare. You know what I mean? And I can't deal with that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. And I will be back with another video sometime later. I'm sorry I had to say that. I'm actually pretty glad that I decided to make a video because, I feel very into myself right now. Like, I almost feel like I could just never talk ever again and never say anything. That's kind of how I feel right now. And it's like, because right now I'm understanding, I'm trying to feel out my environment. I'm trying to understand who is it that I can talk to and who I can't. You know what I mean? And it's sad, but that's how it has to be. Because I can't live like this. And I don't think anybody could. This is one of the devastating things about human trafficking and gang stalking. Yeah, I hope, maybe I might make a video about what people can actually tell their families about gang stalking and that sort of stuff in the future. I still have to finish my Plant of a Mind video. Obviously, you can tell that this issue is really weighing heavy on my mind. You know what I mean? I've been sitting around on my bed all day just feeling like, I just want to be by myself. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't need any outside intrusion. Like, I just can't take much right now. You know what I mean? I can't. It's just too much for me to have to deal with. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video, and maybe I'll be back with another video sometime later. We'll see how it goes today. Have a great time. Bye bye.